Okay, so we're going to pick up where we left off, and now we're going to try and find the mean and the standard deviation from a probability distribution. Our probability distribution from the 2 days in Las Vegas, where we're looking at rain and no rain, was this chart right here. And the formula for the mean is taking the sum of each of the individual random variables x and multiplying by the probability of that x. Now that sum notation is what's creating each of the addition symbols, and each of the terms are coming from going 0 times 0.81, and that will go here, and then the 1 times the 0.18, and that will go here, and then the 2 times the 0.01 will go right there. Multiplying first and then adding. So the notation will result in this expression. So 0 times 0.81 plus 1 times 0.18 plus 2 times 0.01, which gives us an expected value or a mean of 0.2. Now, to get the standard deviation, it's a little bit more of a complicated formula. The standard deviation, or sigma, is equal to the square root of what amounts to being the variance. Now the variance is what's inside of here, not with the square root. And basically what ends up happening is, again, you're adding, and you see that's what each of the addition symbols is. And then what I've done, and it's not very clear maybe, but the first term is all of the stuff from the x equals 0. And so what you're going to do is for 0, you're going to take the random variable the random variable x at 0 minus the mean. You're going to square that quantity, and then you're going to multiply it by its probability, or the probability of the 0. Then you're going to do the same thing for the 1, and then you're going to do the same thing for the 2. Add those all up, and then take the square root. So it's going to look like the following. 0 minus 0.2, that quantity squared, times the 0.81, plus the 1 minus 0.2 squared, times the 0.18, plus the 2 minus the 0.2 squared, times the 0.01. When you run that through your calculator, and I've done it twice now, but I might have screwed up, so double check, I got 0.424264, and it keeps going. And typically we'll go 2 to 3 decimal places, so you don't have to go out that far. So that's computing the mean and the standard deviation from a probability distribution.